Keep all this to heavy is the head. I see the boat throwing. I'm too full with it. I gotta keep going. Kobe with the wins. You niggas just Ginobili. You winning only cause of me. Let's keep the ball rolling. No disrespect, Slim. Where is your check, Slim?
Welcome back to another episode of the You Weren't There podcast. I am, of course, your host at Mia Was Here, and we got a special one for you today. I'm going to let my co-host Chaz introduce himself, and then we're going to get right into it. Chaz?
Hey, what's going on, family? It's your boy, Chaz DL, back with another one, man. It's been a great New Year's thus far. We got 3 amazing guests, so I'm ready to get into it. Welcome. I appreciate y'all. Let's get it, man.
All right, Jay, we're going to start with you. Give us your intro.
Hi, my name is Jade. You know, I usually go by Jade J, but just call me Jade when y'all see me. I'm a singer-songwriter. I'm from the DMV, been here. My IG is ITSJADEJ_. Again, ITSJADEJ_. And yeah.
Smoove.
It's good, y'all. It's your boy Smoove Don, the smoothest rapper alive. I'm a 22-year-old artist representing Woodbridge, Virginia. I'm also a producer. I'm a clothing designer, business owner, screenwriter, fitted cap connoisseur, all that. You can find me on all socials everywhere at Smoove Don. That's SMOOVEDONN. Smoove Don. That's all one.
Dijon.
Okay. Hello. My name is Dijon. I'm a hip hop artist, rapper, and yeah, I'm from DC. Born in DC. I live in Maryland, so I like to say I'm from the DMV now. I can get a taste of everything. And yes, you can find me at Dijon202. That's DJON202.
Amen. So the most important thing here is always figuring out where you come from, right? What makes you you? All of that goes into like all the multi-hyphenates that you are, right? And it's important. So we're going to start with Dijon, right? Give us your journey. How did you arrive in this seat today? What does that look like for you?
Wow. I stumbled upon music. I always loved music. I always was engulfed in it. I would always seclude myself so I could go somewhere and listen to music and just feel it all to myself, right? I would go in the corner wherever the space was. So music was always in me. Family always partying. DC block parties always happening. So always been around music. I didn't know that I would be an artist. Kind of when I grew up, I went away to school. I went away and I was studying health science and everything. And I was in New York, and the New Yorkers say about bars, and they're like, "Oh, bars this and bars that," and I'm like, "I could do that." So I started writing bars, and I just started falling in love with just the creation of music, and I kind of switched from being a consumer to like, I want to do this, so I kind of shift gears, and I was like, yeah, like I love health, I'm still on my health journey, and I promote that as well, and yeah, I just started making music. I came home and started checking out what the music scene was like in the DMV, and just kind of went from there.
Okay. That's beautiful. And I think like we forget, right? Like everybody started somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Like so many artists, like when you go back and listen to like your first song, right? Your first album, your first like attempts at this, like that shit humble you, right? Like legitimately, like you forget that like there's like a beginning, a middle, and eventually like an end to all of this, right? So like, what does that look like for everybody? And I feel like every stage of that is important, right? So when we talk about the concept of working across, right? I think so often in DC, like it's easy to get to a place where you feel like you've arrived, right? And forget like the people that are still like working to get to that, right? So you forget all the people that you can like help in smaller ways, right? If you connect with an artist at the very beginning of a career, right? that turns into like, all right, when you start throwing your own shit, like, you know, like who to reach out to, like who trying, who like giving it they all, like who to connect with, right? That person on a stage turns into like a writing partner or a screenwriting partner. Like, you don't know the geniuses around you, right? So I always think it's important to like reiterate that, right? It's like, we want to hear everybody start so that you can connect to figure out like what you can improve on, what you can grow on, and like where you want to take it next, right? And how everybody can help each other. So like that in mind, right? I actually met you two on the same night.
Yeah.
So so I went to Nature Boys event at Isola in Brooklyn. Always on the cutting edge of like identifying new talent and finding spaces in which to like make things happen for those people, right? And I think like you do these shows out of town and it's like you forget, like you got to tap into like a whole nother, not just a whole nother city, but like a whole nother level of interest in people. Cause like what they listening to out there is not necessarily what's going on out here.
Yeah.
That's why when you said the people that feel like they arrived, or it's easy to feel like they had that mentality of I've arrived in this area, like I kind of don't agree with that. And I feel like that's a small type of, the mentality is just like, I feel like it's screwed because it's like the DMV has that that stigma of feeling like they arrived, but it's only like in that tri-state area. It's like this world is so big. Like you said, people, I feel like a lot of people not listening to free car music in New York and not listening to it in Miami.
Exactly.
Damn sure not listening to it in LA. Like, so I feel like that arrival I feel like it comes with levels.
Nah, facts.
Yeah.
And also that depends on like where you moving, right? If you're a big fish in a small pond, it's easier to feel like that. It's not until you start moving into other like markets that you realize like how big the world really is, right? And then like even when you're moving into, right, because I think at the same show I met you guys was Us Over Them, right?
Yeah.
Who had like done some shows in Japan. So like there is a big world out there. And I think that's why it's important to like connect on every level. So that you remember, like, nah, like we need each other, and you have no idea like where that next genius is gonna come from. So that in mind, right? Don, give us your journey, like how you get here.
Speaking of Us Over Them, real quick, I actually went to school with them. Like those guys is from my hometown. Like
that's hilarious.
They all of them. But my journey, I felt like just I feel like as just being a Black person, rapping or singing, just that rhythm is just like that hip hop and R&B, that soul rhythm is in you. So like as long as I've been alive, like I can always remember just like freestyling or writing stuff. My whole family said I would run around the house and then just be screaming Mike Jones, but I don't remember that. But they said I would just be around the house with super big and one shorts on saying Mike Jones. I don't remember that, but I started taking it seriously. I tried to do it in middle school, but I got clowned for it. So I was just like, all right, I'm gonna start focusing on my hoop dreams again. But then once those like really died in high school, that's when I revisited it and I tried to put out music. Well, I didn't try, I did. People was like, you should just start taking it serious because they actually started liking it. I put out my first song on like some earphones and GarageBand. I was 15 at the time. And I was riding the bench on the basketball team. I'm like, this ain't going nowhere. Like, I might as well just pick up the mic, do something else. But then, like I said, when I revisited it, I didn't get the same reaction that I got when I was in middle school. When I was in high school, I actually got some traction. And people was like, oh, you should do that. Like, you should definitely stick to it. Because I feel like also around that time, it's like people's ears is developing. So it's like I'm talking some lyrical stuff in 7th and 8th grade when Uzi is out. So like niggas ain't trying to hear that. So it started working out for me. And then I got with my uncles. They used to be in a band or like a group. Shout out to Naughty Land Music. They used to be in a group. They had like a home studio in their basement. And when I was young, I would always see it, but they would always had a room closed off. Like whenever they would have Redskins or Cowboys, like parties, nobody would ever go there. I maybe seen that back room like twice, but once I told them like, yeah, I want to start taking music seriously, that's when they started me taking it. That's when they started taking me into that room and we started cutting a bunch of music. And that's where I cut my first mixtape. And that's when they told me even back then, it was like, yo, you're a lyrical artist. You're not some type of trendy artist. So your journey is going to take a lot longer. But once you do make it, it's going to be a lot more sustainable. So you gotta focus on like how you can organically find your core audience and then just be you. But just know, like, this type of sound that you got, it's not something that's going to blow up overnight, and you got to be okay with that. And here I am 8 years later, still trying to get it. So that's where it started for me.
That was beautiful. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Jade, are you get here, baby?
So honestly, it's funny you said basketball dreams because I wanted to play basketball. Being around like 3 guys, like all of my cousins are like dudes. So of course you like trying to like get in when you fit in. I always loved music, but I was always geared to more other things. So like hearing music, like loved it, but I'm like, I want to braid, I want to do hair, I want to do all of this and stuff. But I was also shy. So it didn't take me long. It took me a long time to actually kind of like step out and really like solo and stuff. Always in choir, always singing, but I was never like in that path. I was always in other paths like dance and stuff. So like people were like, so why are you not in music? Because this dance thing is not working for you. So and
people are so discouraging. Like that's I believe that's making me mad. Like people are so annoyingly discouraging. I'm sorry. I'm gonna let you finish, but we're coming back to that. Like y'all need to stop discouraging people from like living the lives they want to live.
Yeah, because I was originally I'm from Virginia, but I came like to DC and Maryland when I was 10. So like I'm born in Virginia, but I really was raised here, like elementary, middle school, high school. So that's when I started to really kind of like step out and do different things. It wasn't until middle school where I had my first solo because I was always scared to sing in front of people. And when I did, it was like, oh, this feels great. And they liked me for real because I was like the type of kid I was getting bullied a lot. So I'm like, you can say a lot of things about me, but you can't say I can't sing. For sure. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just start taking this seriously. So that's when I did it. And then also I had a basketball tryout because I was trying to be on the basketball team. And it was like, they cut me. I was like, yeah, what comes easy for them? Music probably comes easy for me. So fast forward, I just started to do a lot of performing and everything with the school for musical theater in New York for like 2 years in a semester. Came back here, did a major in jazz music, like vocal, but I didn't have any like music and stuff out. I was like still performing like at school and everything, but not outside of the music scene. And it wasn't until I got outside is when I actually things started to pick up. Released my first project in 2023. And that's when everything started to like pick up. That's when God was like, yeah, I was just waiting on you to make the first step. You was already BSing. So once I started doing that and start really like being within the music scene here in DC, that's when things started to really pick up. I started connecting. I started working like really, really like laying the foundation and letting me, here, I'm still working regardless, but I've never thought, if you asked me like probably like 2-3 years ago if I was going to be here, I would never see it. Especially if I didn't have that mindset to be like, girl, just put out the music. Like artists, just put out the music. You'll never know how, like, just put it out. It don't matter if it's 3 songs, 4 songs, or 1, just put it out because you just never know where it's going to take you.
100%. Put that EP out. Stop holding on to that music niche. Like, it's. I'm glad he finally dropped that, and make sure y'all go cop it. But I do feel that way, right? And like Tyler just told us that, right? Like had a viral moment with that. Like I don't see the point in holding on to that shit forever. Like because music changes so quickly. So something that may have been genius if you had put it out month 1 is stale by month 10. So you waiting forever compiling all this music, waiting for the right time when it just doesn't exist. You have no idea how stuff is gonna hit. Right? TikTok bring shit from the 70s back every day and throw some trap music on top of it and the shit go crazy. Like you have no idea how things are gonna change.
Also like that kind of like I'll say like the what's going on now, like the music and everything what's going on now, it is kind of hard. I can see why, but I also like put the music out because you just never know who you're going to attract. Everybody has different taste in something. Right. Everybody's not gonna, their ears are different. Everybody's, what he may like, I may not like. So you may got like a listen from him and he might mess with it. I might be like, nah, I'm cool, but you still have a listener. So you just like, don't, people kind of sell it so short. And then also we kind of think about rollout. Like we're thinking about some of the things that's like that right there, you can kind of like it don't have to be in a pretty package. Like we ain't asking for it to be pristine like Def Jam or Columbia like ready. But like if you gotta go on Canva and make your little album cover, like do that. Like but it's just like it's everybody, you have everything at your hands, so you can able to do it yourself. But like it don't gotta be pretty. Like Tyler Creator was right. He was like, bro, like I worry about the wrong things. Just put the art out and just let it run its course. Like,
for sure.
A lot of them back in the day put the art out and had no type of album work, whatever whatsoever. Just put the art out.
And the markets were more limited then because like you didn't have the internet to like get like to like build your audience for you, right? Or to be able to tap into these markets. You had to physically go to these places. Chaz, you just got that phone. You know what's crazy? This is ridiculous. Chaz's phone was messed up for months. He just got that new iPhone. Y'all see he got the 17 Pro Max over there. And what do this nigga do in the middle of me talking? Drop the brand new shit. Money, come get him. Come get him, sis.
When you dropped the phone, I was like, oh.
Wasting bread.
It's all we covered.
This crazy. I know she got insurance on that thing. Yeah, y'all smart. Yeah. Power couple. All right. I forgot what we was at.
About the rollout, I wanted to chime in on that because as the artist, I felt the same way. I felt like you kind of had to play by the algorithmic rules and the rollout game and, you know, spend 30 to 60 days promoting this one song. But then even, you know, Capo, I had a conversation with him. I'm just like, you know, I can't put out a project or a single every month because I'm like, the way I want to market my stuff. But then it put in perspective, there's this artist from DC named Uncle John. And me and him be talking a lot. And I'm over here like, yeah, nigga, like when your next project? He like, bro, I just dropped 4 projects last year. And when I thought about it, I'm like, damn, and I loved every one of them projects. So really, I guess the algorithm don't matter. Like you put it out when you put it out, whoever gonna love it. I'm like, damn, I listened to all 4 of your projects, it's not even registering in my mind. Like, damn, you did drop all of these in 1 year.
And people don't appreciate music anymore like they used to. Like, just actually sit on music. Like, I came from, like, I'm Gen Z, but I'm a millennial. I'm old school Gen Z. I remember actually, like, having artists making you wait.
Usher.
Yes.
3-4 years at a time he was.
Artists really making you wait until you get the music. Beyonce makes you wait.
Yep.
Kendrick makes you wait. J. Cole makes you wait. It's a difference between, my best friend told me, he was like, yo, like, he said, I get it. I know you want to put out music. He was like, but that's on some NBA YoungBoy shit. Like, you make quality music. So quality over quantity anytime. He was like, bro, just relax and just keep promoting it. He said, but we live in a world where it's like, it's another one.
No, it's facts.
You can't necessarily sit on it. They got mad at Kehlani for Folded.
They need to be balanced,
like,
though.
Yo, true. But I'm like, they got mad at Kehlani for Folded. They were like, yo, we're so tired of Folded. And she was like, I think y'all have got so adjusted to not hearing, like, sitting on a record. Yeah. I just released Folded in the summertime. Folded is really like 5-6 months. Yeah. So it's like a balance. Like, I agree with you. You got to put out the music, but it's like, I don't know, maybe it's an attention span now. Like,
nah, facts. I think like where you're gonna like go crazy now is just like a really like polished body of work.
Yeah.
Like, I think like that's where you find your audience, right? Because like the thing about the algorithm is that it changes. Yeah. So like you're trying to like chase like the rhythm of really what is probably a computer generated system that's like choosing these things for people to focus on at random to sell things, right? Because how many videos on TikTok now always have buy here attached to it? You know what I'm saying? Like, people making money now, they talking about you can make money off scrolling. Like, there's business behind all of this, which is why like you're gonna find your core audience in like an album that sounds good. However long it takes to make that album, I think is how long it takes. But like holding this shit, like you supposed to put it out 3 months ago, now you supposed to put this shit out 6 months ago. Like, Iceman was supposed to be out last year, Drake. Like, like there's a reason behind that. Like, no, you start doing that, like
he dampened his confidence. Kendrick cut.
Or somebody come up with a similar idea to this and they go crazy on something that they like really like you could have been going crazy with. Like, or also like sometimes you just miss God's timing for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that's what it has to come down to.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you catch the algorithm, maybe you don't. Like, who cares? Like, when God got this thing for you and he ready, like, it's gonna happen.
Okay.
So put that
Y'all
thing out and let him work.
Y'all gonna make me drop something because y'all just. I'm like,
that
they
shit
talking to me right now.
I'm talking to you right now.
I've been holding and sitting. I'm sending on videos, y'all, songs.
Oh, yeah.
You want something to be great, but if you know it's great, put it out.
Yeah.
You don't want to waste people's time. You don't want to waste your time because it's hard to like get people re-engaged if you drop something and it's not good.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to take like the time and the care that I think like real music needs, whatever that sounds like for that artist.
Like you said, though, it's a balance.
Yeah.
You can put out something great, and then it's so many videos that come out during
Sure.
the day. It's like, if you ain't promoting it or paying for promotion, that shit gets smothered by the rest of other videos.
Nah,
now you gotta
facts.
put out something great again tomorrow.
Not facts.
So,
but I think that's why it's beautiful that y'all like connected with nature. Cause like that's where so many opportunities are like happening in like these smaller communities of music where like you can really not only like build your fan base, but like connect with other geniuses.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Right. So I think like that's where it's important. Like that working across element comes in. Is like you don't know like where you're gonna meet like your collaborator. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a fact.
So you get to go out, you have an opportunity to like sell tickets in some of these scenarios now. Like, you know, he building other things.
Mm-hmm.
But until you able to like monetize this, I feel like that's ground zero for where the ideas come in.
No, for sure.
Whether that's you're realizing like, I may be able to get a venue for cheap and maybe me and 2 other artists do a show together and maybe we just let people in for free, but we make sure we got merch and we make sure like we showing our videos in the background, like we making sure people can like tap something and like share it amongst each other. Like this is how you start turning it into enterprise. And like it's never about that. Like it's never about that. You know what I'm saying? Like if you cool with like a small community of people just coming out when you do something and like that love being there without it like scaling up, then there's nothing wrong with that. I think some of my favorite songs are like mine and nobody in there heard them. That's also why I say put that shit out. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm coming to you from a real place. Put that shit out. You know what I'm saying? But like at the end of the day, like I do believe in like you putting projects out that like you just needed to put out.
Mm-hmm.
Like no, it's I have to put this out. Whatever it does is what it does.
Yeah.
But I just have to put this out. I think all of that is important. But there are like different, you know, ideas behind like how people want to move things forward. Like sometimes like just putting out something that means something to you is enough. And whatever happens from that or doesn't happen from that is good with you. Right. And then there are people who choose to scale up.
Yeah, that's the thing I actually want to work on scaling up. That's one thing I actually want to do because I was the person who's like kind of holding on to music because I was just like, I needed to be, I needed, right? I needed to be, I wanted it to be, I'm one of like those people, I want it to be great. I'm not going to just put out nothing just because I said I put out something, right? But my first project was like that. It was like a push. Like God was like, it was like once I remember moments where I would sit and he'd be like, you should be working on like your copyrights right now. You should be working on this right now. It was like a nudge. So I'm like, I got to get it out. But I'm working on, I want to scale up. Next, it is merch. You know what I'm saying? I'm still working on like the music part and promoting and everything. But next, it is merch. Next is, Don told me, he's like, why are you not throwing your own show? Like, why don't you have your own show? I'm like, yo, niggas don't even come out the shit that I be having. I want to make sure like I'm not skipping any steps. I'm one of those artists. I don't want to throw myself out there in the deep end. I'm drowning. You know what I'm saying? But I want to make sure that when I do, elevate. I can't
elevate.
When I move up, that it's cool. Like everything's gonna be perfect, but I want to make sure that like I ain't out here looking at hotness.
If you had a show, people would come, Jade. Like,
I
everybody
agree.
knows you, bro. People
I
would
agree.
come.
I've heard your name like from so many
Everywhere.
different, like honestly, like well before I met you in Brooklyn, I had like heard your name. Like
he was like, bro, just like, what are you doing? He's like, you don't think nobody would come out? I'm like, man, this is why I get my argument. Man, niggas don't even come out to the shit that be on. And he was like, but it's you though. Like
I said, because that's when you opening for people.
Yeah.
The Jade headlining show, people would come to. If you had it at the pop shop or even a Songbird, some people would come.
Songbird, I'm not like you, big dog, though.
Nah, man.
You had a whole, your shit was crying.
But this your contact right here, though.
Yeah.
He got it done. Like, this who you talk to make it happen.
Because I saw him operating, like, and co-producing.
What's wrong with sitting him down and saying, listen, I saw you did that. That shit was fire. Like, how I do that, too?
I never asked no questions. I'm so sorry.
Can I say, like...
I asked about it. I was like, yo, should I do that? It was like, open gym, if you want to partner with, you have help, Jade. I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
what's gonna happen?
Really, like, 2026 feels like the year of using your resources. Like, truly, like, because you already have like a connection with these people. Like, way before I saw you in Brooklyn, Tyrellington had mentioned you to me like last summer.
Yeah.
Like, and was like, yo, like, is this girl, like, she's crazy, like, you gotta hear this, and play the record in the car. And then prior to that, like, Nature Boy had mentioned you to me too. Like, listen, like, you gotta hear this girl. Like, I had already like heard about you. So getting to see you live and like playing that piano, like building like really carrying your own energy into that room, right? Was crazy.
Oh, you play piano.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was dope. She was dope. Like,
I've been playing keys since I was like 13.
Wow.
Yeah, it was, just one of the things. I'm like, every artist I feel like needs to learn how to play an instrument.
I'm so glad you said that, because I was getting ready to ask.
Yeah.
I always feel like musicians hear music so differently.
We do. It's to the point it could get a little bit annoying too. Like, you can be sitting there watching something, and I'm like, nah, I would have did this arrangement this way. I did this vocal this way. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, whatever works for that artist works for that artist. It's not wrong. Music's subjective, but like, my ear is tuned, and it can be a little bit annoying. It's just like an actor, like a director who directs movies and sitting and watch stuff. Like, that angle is like, Ryan Coogler could have cut that angle right here and put this right here. So you do hear music a lot different, but I most definitely feel like whether you're a rapper, a singer, songwriter, whatever, producer, you need to learn how to play at least piano or like basic fundamentals.
I think that's the first time we heard that on this show. But I think that's like kind of an interesting perspective, right?
I can agree, because there's times that I can hear a sound that I want to be on a beat, and trying to explain it to a producer what I'm hearing in my head. It's like, but if I was able to play it for them, like, there you go.
Yeah, the advantage of producing is crazy. Yeah, because I make like skeletons. I'll make a skeleton. I'm like, this is what I want. And I'll send it over to the producer. It's like, all right, cool. And it's in the back. I'm like, that's the idea that I want.
Nice. I feel like that's an amazing way to be able to work. I'm so jealous. Like, that's crazy. Like, that sounds so dope. Like, when you can create the things you're hearing in your head and then give them to someone else to build out for you. Like, that sounds so fun.
Either you learn how to play an instrument or you learn how to record yourself. And I learned both. That way your ideas is like, you can get it at the moment.
Now, generally speaking, you need to learn how to record yourself, like, just to save money, like, down the line. Like, if for no other reason, like, do you know how much like artists on major contracts spend on recording costs? Like, no, knock that little piece out the budget. You ain't recouping that. Like, I did that in the crib. And I feel like you save yourself thousands of money in the long run. It's imperative.
I hate going to the studio. Like, maybe when I'm getting a song mixed, I like to be there, but I like to record my stuff at home. I get all the time in the world. If your mic setup is good, like, you good. Like, it's no pressure to squeeze out this bar because I got 12 minutes left. It's like, yeah.
He talking that real.
Over time, the more you record yourself, the more you just get more polished with your sound.
No, you do.
And then it's just, that's how I feel about. I feel like recording at home is just essentially better.
You get super independent too.
Yeah,
you get super independent, but it's a balance in that too, because you need your engineer, producer there to push you. You get stuck in your own way sometimes, which is cool. Like you said, it's subjective, but another ear, because that engineer probably played an instrument too.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So I can push you to reach higher levels of yourself, because I see greatness in you while you're in the booth. so I could push you a little bit.
Yeah, I do 50-50. So it be times I'll go to the studio and then times I'll record myself and then I'll just send the vocals off.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, can you just add like a drop here, some effects here? And I trust my engineer. So I'll be like, I trust you. So you gonna make it kick no matter what. So I do 50-50. If I started one song in the studio, I'm like, I feel comfortable doing this in the studio. I'm gonna do it. But if I've been at home in my own space, in my shorts and my t-shirt, watching Boondocks right then well, we're ready to go.
Because I've seen over the years in joining, I've seen artists like that, you know, for sure. And when it was a big opportunity for them, they couldn't really match that pressure because they were so comfortable. Like, I got 24 hours to do this, to lay my record down. But this exec just want to see if you create right here, right now. If you can, opportunity for you. But sometimes why I say it's a balance, because I've seen, like, damn, I understand you have a process of it, but a moment right here, can you come up with it, you know?
Right.
That nature.
Now, facts. I think it's value in both. And also, I think it depends on, like, your familiarity with the producer, too. So, like, if you working with a producer that you've worked with a million times, like, sometimes you don't always need to be there. But if it's something brand new and you're trying to, like, figure that chemistry out, I think it's important, like, kind of in those stages. And then it gets to a point where, like, you know, we can work independently. I trust that you can, like, make the changes that I need you to, whatever. But I think that's where, like, you kind of need both of those. Plus, like, sometimes studio shit just fun. Like, like you and your engineer, like, you and your producer.
It's like you hoop. Like, sometimes you go to other gyms because the goal is different. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm just shooting at my home gym,
The atmosphere
different. I go somewhere else and running wise, rimming out. You gotta sometimes mix it up a little bit. And that's just, again, I've really seen that. We was out and artists came, we was in Baltimore, and different producer, different engineer, just new. And you not knowing how to work with other people because you've been so independent. Now the vibes get messed up.
Yeah.
And this is a big contact for you as an artist. You know what I'm saying? Make it work. Click. You know what I'm saying? So that's what my analogy would be. But I'm with you. For sure. I'm with you.
Sometimes those studio vibes be fun. I had one. I wasn't used to, like, I'm used to just being me and the engineer. Like, I'm really that serious. Like, I don't, unless we on some time, hey, we not playing. I put money in this for 2 hours.
Facts.
I don't got
Stop talking to me.
But, like, I've been to, shout out to Sweezo, man. Me and Sweezo got a song, and he was like, man, just come in. And it was like, it started off with, like, me, Sweezo, and the engineer. Then it ended up with 2 more people in that joint. Then it ended up with 2 more people in that joint. And that joint was like a party, and they dimmed the lights, and they cut the lights off in the booths. I said, hey, I don't work like this. Turn the light on. So I had to kind of, like, get adjusted that different vibes do bring different energy to the record. Like, I got to get used to that, like, working in different, like, studio vibes and like, you know, just different environments, because I'm so used to just engineering me that other people, I'm like, you know, y'all hearing my stuff. I'm like, is it good? You know, niggas be like, I don't know about that. You know, so it depends. You got to be adaptable.
Exactly. I think adaptability is, like, the key component. Because, like, the truth is, like, your favorite artists, you don't know how they work.
Yeah.
Right? And there's a lot of people that do, like, the lights off in the studio. It's a vibe thing. Like,
I for shit show, dude.
Yeah, I always did.
Also,
like,
too,
period.
up and coming artists, too. It's good to leave your trail, too. I always say that. So you go out of town, whatever, just hit up the studio so you can leave your mark there. Because if you put a dope out record there, that engineer is going to talk to you about whoever coming next. They're going to brag about, like, I was working with this.
Nah, that's a good point, Chaz. That was good.
That's good, yeah.
That was a good game right there.
Because I've had engineers be like, yo, I play my song for my girl, bro. Like, and she fucks with the music. I was like, y'all play my music? How about that? And I don't feel bad about it, because I'm like, all right, if it feels good outside the studio, then we got something.
100%.
Yeah, that's what's up. I'm gonna put my. Hey, I gotta put my book out, man.
What's the book about, Chaz? You telling us? The new one.
Yeah, the bread on the table. The bread on the table. That's what it's about. It's about life. Your bread is, you know, life, your daily bread and whatnot. So I just want to speak more life into, you know, other people on this one. The first one was more about, you know, finding, you know, your gift, your talents, and having confidence in putting it out. Now it's putting life in you now. You figured out your gifts, your talents. All right, now your purpose. Move on it. You know what I'm saying? So that's more of what this next one's about. But I've been sitting on it. I ain't quite finished, but I've been sitting on. I need to get back. Hey,
Oh, so this
Judah, I got you, bro. I'm coming through, bro.
So this conversation was for you today.
No, not at all.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
Put it out.
Sometimes God be like, hold up. Not yet.
No, that's
Like,
true. You gotta bake a little bit.
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
I see
It's
the spirit
time,
moving up
bro.
in that thing. Okay. I see the anointing falling. Okay. All right. I love that for you.
All right, next.
Now, I do have a question though, right? All of you are kind of in like the earlier preeminent stages of like kind of like where you want to be in music, right? So like one of the big things I feel like people can sometimes ignore is like the importance of the team around you, right? The connections you're making, the contacts that like know that they're resources to you. Because sometimes you can meet people, right, throughout like your experience in a given industry. And there are some people, if you ask them a question, right, they get offended. Like they not here for that type shit, right? So like there need to be people around you who you know, like, no, I can consider this person a resource. They're not going to get mad if I'm asking for this kind of like information. Like they genuinely like want to help me and they don't mind like reaching out to a couple people to help me do that. And so when you're in the process of kind of like building your team or have your team built, and these are the people that are kind of like working on your behalf in ways that you can't always be there for, what does that look like? I really want to hear that from each of you. Let's start with you, Don.
Go
ahead. For me, somebody that's working, like they on my team, but how they're working when I'm not around is what you're saying?
Yeah, like what does that look like? Like if you're in the stage of like kind of building the life that you want as far as like doing music and being consistent and like really putting stuff out, you got to build a team. What does that look like? What do you feel like you need that can help you get to that next level?
Okay.
Can we circle back?
Listen, that shit is trial and error. Like you gonna run through some teammates, and because at least what I've experienced, it feels like everybody just wants to be the face. So like you struggle with that. You know what I'm saying? Like you might have somebody that like records their videos, but this happened. I had somebody that was recording like all my like behind the scenes footage, like when I would perform. And like when I'd be in the studio and stuff, but then they decided they wanted to start rapping. And it's just like, nigga, you ain't never rapped before. But then when we like you don't rap, he took it as like, oh, like, so y'all don't support a nigga. Like, but it's like, it's not even that. It's just like, how, you know what I'm saying? It's, you just started doing this, I felt like, because you wanted to be the face. My team after that, like I was in a team full of artists. I wasn't really in it, like it was no managers, it was no cameramans, no engineers. So like, we kind of clashed with that because like now it's like, all right, like we all trying to, I don't know. It was weird. It's like we're all trying to fight for that main spot of like who's the face of the group, but at the same time, it's just like the work is different. You know what I'm saying? Because there was an R&B artist, the other ones was rappers. So then after I left that team, it's like I kind of had to start from ground one all over again, because then my cameraman started getting too expensive. But I love that for him because the niggas started getting booked and busy. But it's like, nigga, we in a recession. Like, I need you to work with me.
Nah, facts. That happens too, though. People around you, they growing and evolving while you attempting to grow and evolve.
He even had to sit down with me. He was like, I advise you to find other people that's going to be with you on a day-to-day. Because I post content every day. So he's like, I advise you to find people that's going be with you on a day-to-day, and then when you need me for something big, just hit me up. That way you got the balance. So when it comes to building a team, for me at least, it looks like having a manager, which is Mert. I don't know if you met him, but
you followed me, I think today actually.
Okay, so yeah, it's Mert, and then I got my cameraman that I work with on a day-to-day, Logan Jeffries. Then I got like my main, like my bigger, that's more established cameraman. His name's Alex Hodge. And then I got my engineer, E, he's from out Bowie. And then now I'm just looking for somebody that can, I guess on the like the PR front, like just marketing. And then I want to work with a streamer. So I feel like if we can put all those things together where everybody is like honing in on their craft and they not focusing on being the artist, they just let me do the artist and they do what they do. I think that synergy, it works in my opinion. Like,
Got you. Why? I'm just curious. Why can't you be the artist and the streamer?
Yeah.
Because I'm just like,
I'm just posing questions.
I'm just not I can't see myself being a Twitch type of nigga. Just being in front of the cam for so long and just recording everything in my, like, you get that in my post editing when I post my clips later. Like, and then also I feel like the way streaming is going nowadays, it's like, you got to really be built to be streaming. You got to be built to be sitting there and just like, I leave that to them. You know, I'm an artist. I'm a musical artist. I don't want to cross over into being a streamer / YouTuber. Like, I'm gonna leave that to y'all, and I just want to team up with somebody that do it. Because also, I'll be watching clips on TikTok sometimes. That shit look fun. Like, I want to be a part of a stream. And yeah, so I feel like when y'all all on that same team, nobody's trying to outshine one another. Because y'all all good at your own things.
Right.
Y'all trying to be the best at what y'all do.
Knowing the role that people need to play and people being willing to play those roles to perfection is like so important in the growth.
For sure.
Like, you got people like running over each other who forget like how the hierarchy of this is supposed to go. Like,
right.
I mean, these are just facts. Like, there's a reason Nelly best out of Saint Lunatics, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, there's a way that this is supposed to go. Like, there's a reason. Like, you knew all of G Unit, but like, who was the face of that? 50 Cent. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing wrong with accepting that. But it'd be a lot of ego in shit.
For
like,
sure.
like
trial and error and run through teammates. I think a big part is also accepting the fact that, like, when it comes to building a team, not everybody is gonna be like their quality of their work is not always going to be like at the highest level, because that comes with money. And when you're trying to build a team, you don't always have the most money. If you do got money, then you can afford to have them people around. But I think it comes with like seeing the people that's just willing to put in the work and just keep showing up. I think that's also how you just like build the team, so y'all come up together. A lot of the people, like TDE didn't start off like super popular, like they built.
And also, Kendrick wasn't the face.
No, he was
not.
not.
It was J-Rock.
Yeah, it was J-Rock.
Same with like it's these groups that are known now weren't known then. Like, they came up together. Like, you didn't come along and then like you got to build that.
No, for sure. And also, like, I think it can be lonely at the top. So you want to have people around you who can like keep you grounded.
For sure.
You want to have like continued opinions that are willing to be honest with you and tell you the truth so that you can be the best version of yourself. But if all you got is a bunch of yes men around you telling you everything is good, everything is great, all of this music crank, all this shit sound good, like it's number one, it's number one, it's number one, how are you supposed to evolve?
No, that's true.
And I feel like a lot of artists get stale, like, because I ain't gonna say no names, you know what I'm saying? It's some Bryson Tiller, I'm sorry. But I feel like
I liked his last album.
It's been very hit or miss with him since like
Trap Soul. He can't come back from Trap Soul.
It just was
same thing with Roddy Ricch. Roddy Ricch came back from the box.
Does that go back to when it comes to recording and everything, having a team instead of like when you said like even if your engineers in your team, and when it comes to recording in a studio or not, like say you cut a record at the crib and you send it out to your team, like what y'all think about this? Like, does that same rule apply to what you was talking about, like having people around you that make sure you don't get too comfortable?
I mean, yeah, and no, because you could send it out, but it's already done for the most part. I could send it back, like, tweak this. But in some spaces, you wanted to get that, like you said, that just get out your comfortable space and creating in real time. Now you get critique in real time.
Gotcha.
So yeah, as that, like when I used to manage, that's how we gotta go studio. Yeah, you can record home. I prefer you to record home as far as like it's like working out. That's just getting reps up. Work home, get your reps up. But all right, if we got time this weekend, we go in the studio. Let's do it. And in real time, we critiquing you as you go. And now it's just fresh ideas. But when you send me something, it's already done for the most part. You know, you already fell in love with it. You know what I'm saying? Now, it was cool. Tweak this, that, but you fell in love with it because you completed it.
Facts.
So that's why, you know.
But sometimes that's funny you say that because when I'm like hearing you say that, I think of Andre 3000 because niggas wasn't fucking with Hey Y'all when he made it.
Yeah, his homies didn't like
They
it.
didn't fuck with it.
Your career is over. You know, man, your career is over.
because they were so used to, him and like Big Boy and Outkast. He was like, yo, like niggas was not fucking with it. And he said, sometimes he said, I get it, like they're my homies and they gonna give me the truth. But sometimes you do have to kind of cut left and be like, nah, this kind of feels kind of good though. Like you do have to break out the box yourself.
No, I agree.
So it's like a happy balance, like a happy medium, because
everything today is about balance.
Yeah,
like for real, because also you have to draw the line as the artist, right, between what other people think would make this the hit record versus what you know in your heart this needs to sound like. Those are going to be different too. How do you get comfortable enough with taking criticism but also always trusting your own instinct as far as how you should be moving on this song? Everything is a balancing act. Like not having like balance, discipline, like forward focus in every area of your life, including like how you create things, I feel like it leads to calamity. You got to put work in every day. You got to get reps up. Whatever the thing is, whether that's like, I remember Devin Denzel was on here and he talked about a writing exercise that he did, like start the morning, grab your notepad, relax, and just kind of like do these little writing exercises, whether that's like writing out 5 words and then coming up with 5 concepts behind them, or just writing out your feelings for the day, like a little bit of something every day to kind of like engage yourself creatively, engage yourself mentally. I feel like it goes a long way, like in terms of like getting into just a natural rhythm of writing all the time. And of creating all the time, and of like having free flowing concepts that don't necessarily have to connect to anything. So that if that song is like, I'm missing a bar somewhere, it's not what I wanted to be, you ain't driving yourself crazy either. Like there's balance in how you approach your life, your creative missions, your goals, like, and your work ethic.
No facts.
You know what I'm saying? And if you need a rest day, and then you know to take that too. Balance.
It's true.
Even if you're working out, it's not healthy to do that 7 days a week. Like, for weeks and weeks and months on end. Like sometimes like the best thing for you is just to like take a break from it. And that's cool too. But I think figuring out like the best way for you to work to be consistent as early on as possible prevents you from wasting a whole lot of time on something that you're really not serious about but don't know yet. Right? There's like hobbies and goals, and then there's like people who are like gonna make something out of this. Right? You standing right next to people who are going to build their entire lives based on the platform that you're seeing right now. This is base camp for them. And there's going to come a day that like somebody to your left or your right is like they said, like this is what they was on.
Yeah.
What does that mean for you? Right? That means that you either get to see it happen like right in front of you in real time so that you can like apply the things that work and like move your shit forward. Or conversely, it may say, like, nah, I know that motherfucker. We cool. Like, I'm gonna make sure I stay in contact. Like, that might be a bridge that, like, we can help each other one day. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know. Because I was talking to one of my homies this week. Like, we forget, like, Ye, he put on a lot of fucking people.
No, he really did.
Writers, GLC, Consequence, right? Like, he put on a lot of fucking people. And helped a lot of people get to money. People had kind of forgot about Common a little bit until Ye went back in the studio with him and like kind of like helped him to reemerge in that era. Like just because your man going crazy out here doesn't mean that there isn't a place for you. And I think that's the importance of like knowing, playing your role and being good with it. Not playing your role out of resentment. I'm playing the back, but I don't really want to.
Kanye played the back role. I feel like that's why he did that, because he played the back role for so long. After watching his documentary, like seeing how many people just fronted on him and just wanted him for his beats when he wanted to be an artist, like I think that's why he knew, like, all right, like he knew exactly how it felt to be overshined. When you got somebody like Jay-Z in his whole camp running shit, it's like, yeah, nah, let me go back home and get Common on this song and like shine some light on him, because he know exactly how that shit feels.
And I think if you know your goals, good followers can turn into great leaders. So like being able to like watch the moves of like niggas who really like, no, look at who this nigga who's his mentor became. And yeah, there's a whole lot behind all of it. Do you really want all that? Like, you want to be $1 billion baby? Like, it's a lot of shit coming with that too. Ain't nothing free out here. No matter what path to success you take, like, everybody made a sacrifice to get it.
Yeah.
Are you willing to pay that price? That's why you don't never look at nobody and say you want their life neither, right? Like, Jay-Z has had an amazing career. Beyonce has had an amazing career. They continue to have amazing careers, but you have no idea what it took to get to that. And like, also, you know a little bit of it and it wasn't pretty. So your path is your path.
Yeah, the amount of time they sacrifice, especially like we said, Beyonce, especially her, like the time to be like, yo, nah, I'm spending 14 hours in rehearsal. Like
For months.
For months and months and months. And you know what I'm saying? It's like, I think, yeah, we sacrifice money, but that time, like, that time is crazy. That's what I had to learn. It was like, okay, I'm sacrificing time away from my family. Military would teach you that because I'm prior service. I had to get adjusted to that. I'm like, oh, wait, I'm over here complaining about being in another city and being away from my family. Bitch, you want to be a whole artist. Like, you gotta get adjusted. This is what it is. It's the same. It's two different fields, but it's the same thing, the same concept. So I had to get like, I'm sacrificing time and being away from people.
For sure.
And people you gotta have people in your corners and be like, I'm cool with that, I understand it. Like,
yeah,
people in my team, I don't have a team. My mom's in my team since day one. Like, and my best friend and people that understand, like, they know that I'd be like, yo, she working right now. Like, it's shows are picking up. Like, you got to be patient. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot that comes with it.
But this is the perfect time to figure out like where your needs lie.
Yeah.
Like, what is it that I want to do? What is it that I need to like figure that out? And some of that is fluid. Some of it you can do it yourself.
Yeah.
But it's not even about like, sometimes like in building a team, building resources, you got to spend a couple dollars on systems and programs. Like, there are things you can buy yourself to make your life a little easier.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, sometimes it's like, man, I really would like them shoes. Like, I really would like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there are little personal sacrifices that you can make towards like building up into like what you want to be.
Yeah.
It's a shit ton of like, I'm telling you, like, these AI systems, use them. Like, they're gathering information from a lot of different resources. There are small things that I think you can ask them, like, now, how do I like build a business plan if I want to get like grant money for this?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how is it that I can like fund an album that I want to have this sort of impact over the course of 12 months? What would it cost me? If I want to record this many times in a year, if I want to have this many songs on the album, if general mixing and mastering costs this amount for like you can figure out like a budget for yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you can accomplish the things that you want to accomplish, because it's going to take a couple dollars.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas be so cheap.
That's another sacrifice.
I'm telling you.
Sacrifices.
It's important. You got to make some financial sacrifices too.
I did not know when I was like, I'm going to step into music.
It's expensive.
Mm-hmm.
It's shit.
That'd be a starving artist. It's expensive.
Man, listen, mixing a master for a starving artist costs you $5. You want to do it right and with somebody that got a name. Like, come on, man. Like,
everything was costing.
Them studio sessions like $100 a piece. Be like,
now you gotta market it. That's another bag. The gas going up and down the road is a bag.
The
wardrobe is a bag.
The gas, baby. The gas.
You want somebody editing them videos? You want that shit to look polished? You want that shit to look good? Yeah. If you're not gonna learn, you're gonna have to pay somebody for that.
My question for both of y'all, though, with y'all being around so long, I'm not calling y'all old or nothing, like respect. But like, why do you feel like when we were talking about sacrificing and stuff, when people, like you said, you don't know what people had to do to get it? Why do you feel like when people get so big to a point, like they start getting the Illuminati stamp or they start getting the industry plant stamp?
Oh, I want to answer that so bad.
Chaz, would you like to start?
Well, I'm
would you like to start?
Shit does happen, but it's like they just hand that out to everybody. Where I feel like
no, they hand it out to Black artists.
I'm interested in Chaz's initial response.
They get that step because you gotta go to the root. Like we talk about control. Like it was episodes ago. Me has talked about manufacturing. We don't own nothing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you say in the music industry, Hollywood, this industry, that industry, sports. Who is controlling those industries? Right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, once you get that established, what are their morals? Of how are they? What's their principles? The ones that's controlling it. Cool. Now, who owns and controls the money that is passed to you? All right, the
Who's
stage
signing
that
them
I'm
checks?
giving you, the platform I'm giving you, who owns it? All right, cool. We got that understood. Now, it's certain things you got to do for me if I'm gonna give you this money. There ain't nothing free.
Right.
So I have an agenda I may want pushed, right? And you got your dreams and aspirations. Oh, let's just broker a deal. You want to reach masses of people, millions of dollars of people, and this stage, you want money, good health, all that. This is what I need you to do for me. You with it or you're not. If you with it, then here, no problem. Here you go. You know what I'm saying? And then it's just like with any industry, your job may want you for this salary. I got an agenda for you. You know what I'm saying? I want you to come in this way. I don't want you to wear head wrap, maybe. I don't know. But that's why you get that stamp, because they looking at who controls and run these systems or platforms. And history tells you they like certain, they got certain things.
Their
they
moral
want you
compass is just cooked.
But also, it takes one to know one. And so I think there are people who are happy to accept those terms for the life that they want. And so while there are people who have high moralistic integrity or whatever you want to call that, there are people who don't. And there's a proven success rate in that industry, right? Music industry been around for a long time, right? And still, with all the success that we've had, all the influence, all the impact, we still own very little of it. That's not by accident, right? So therefore, you have people who willing to accept these deals, and those artists are all around you too, right? So it's really just like a game of statistics. Like, a lot of people have said yes to this offer. There are a lot of people in high positions who are having success that you admire because they took my offer. So what's up? And maybe if you say no to the first one, maybe they got a second or a third that might sweeten the deal for you. They trying to figure out what your price is, right? And once you know what a nigga price is, he becomes very, very easy to exploit.
And then
I think there's a plan in all of that.
I also feel like that too. Because that's an interesting thing you brought up, because I can't stand that conversation, because I feel like specifically when it's like Black big artists, I don't think we're still getting adjusted to having big African American artists in the forefront. Think about it. In country, is fine. Like, oh yeah, we got Tim McGraw and Taylor Swift. Like, they're not going to call them industry plants or Illuminati because it's normal for them to be at the top.
Or maybe they do, and we just not in this conversation.
I know. On the Super Bowl, they did, but I know what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? But
when
it comes to us, it's like, we're not supposed to be there. Like, prime example, Doechii. And I think because half the time when
they give her the industry,
I do too.
Because
and it's ridiculous.
I like that tone response.
No, for real, because I feel like the process was recorded from day one to now.
Facts.
Right.
And even with Beyonce, you don't see everything, but you gonna find a documentary with Beyonce in rehearsal for 14 hours from then to now. From she had documents when she was started as a kid and girl groups all the way to now. So you can't say nobody doesn't work hard. You know what I'm saying? I just think, I agree with both of y'all. I just also think another play is just like, they're not used to seeing big artists, especially like us, be in the forefront like that and actually taking over. It's scary as hell, because we're doing this like, well, damn, like where do we put us? Y'all have several different outlets, country, pop. Y'all taking over R&B and different things. So it's like y'all have different lanes. So it's threatening when you have two of the biggest artists in the world know what they're doing, and they're businessmen and businesswomen.
Nah, facts. I think too, though, like the other side of all of it is like that has happened in so many eras in music. And again, like there are people where these deals work, right? Whitney Houston. 7 number 1 songs in a row. I don't think there's another woman in history who smashed it since. Like 7 number 1 singles in a row. There are lots of women who have number 1 singles, Beyonce, obviously, but like not like back to back to back to back. So like, and I think like, Whitney was in an industry where like there were a lot of things being offered, and she had stuff going on in her life well prior to this industry. Like the industry knows how to kind of like feed your habits. So it's not always that like somebody tricked you into becoming a totally different version of yourself. Sometimes it's just like they know what your weaknesses are.
Oh yeah,
Because they've seen you before. Yeah, they study you before. And they've dealt with other people who were similar. You know what I mean? Like this is an old industry we talking about. I feel like music, we don't look at it like that because it's always like fresh, like young artists that kind of like continue to propel things forward. But there's an industry behind all of the fun shit that you're seeing on TikTok and YouTube. Mm-hmm. This has been around for a long time. It's certain people who run those machines, right? And now it's like more predictable than ever. Like Kendrick gave you like a blueprint for like what all this shit is and like what it all looks like. So it's awesome. Mm-hmm. But like these people have been running this shit for a long time. They know what works.
And like you said, these big they've been, artists tell you from Michael Jackson. We could just go down the laundry list of artists. Eventually, they telling you this person is the devil. This was da-da-da. So, but on even a deeper level too, like you name other genres, you have to understand who we are as Black people, right? Two gods can't occupy the same space.
Yeah.
Right. So we putting in work. Like you're doing rehearsal, and that's a sacrifice, right? You're really grinding in it. But if I'm on the other side of you, right, and I know you're a god, but I can't rule if you rule, then you're gonna get here. But I have to figure out how to way to control you, no matter what. You can be as big as you want, but I have to figure out how to puppeteer you. Because if you do what your purpose here to do, then you take over everything and it's a new world. Then I don't benefit, right? Money's obsolete or whatnot. The things we value is different because y'all purpose is speaking something different. And we just had a conversation about that before, about when, hip hop first started. It was, it was like news for our community. You know what I'm saying? Don't push me, I'm close to the edge. You listen to those lyrics, that was revolutionary. And then so the community was waking up, right? Putting drugs down the way, but it was a switch. Why was it a switch? Right? No matter how talented you are, I'm going to take your talent and I got to use it for whatever my moral or my agenda is to continue rulership. And that's why they say it's a spiritual war going on in high places.
Oh, no, facts.
That's why when I came in, I'm sorry, when I started doing music and I started questioning, I'm just like, how did I get here, And it just kept dinging on me, dinging in my head, like it's a purpose. So I started feeling it deep within my faith that, God, the Most High, has a purpose for me to be doing this music, and then learning all the flip side of it and everything. It's kind of like, I feel like I'm supposed to be an infiltrator or something.
Nah, fact though. I feel like the underground, that underground independent music space is like vital. Music doesn't grow or propel forward without that space. Those artists that like are niche, because when they go crazy, it does create like, I think, revolution in music. I really believe that. You know what I'm saying? Like on whatever level that happens to occur. I really feel like Conway the Machine, like those guys, that to me felt like a revolutionary moment in music where like this fucking like trap bullshit, like this, I'm so tired of this shit. Like it felt fresh. You know what I mean? Like it felt like something new. And I love music that like brings me into that space. Like something I've never heard before, or something that feels familiar and warm but still new. You know what I'm saying? Or something that feels potent and honest, but like a little bit uncomfortable.
Right.
A little melancholy, like a little blues, but like still something that's like honest and true. And like the shit thump in my car. There's tons of music right out of this city, by the way, that provides all of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think it's just important to like find your balance, to like build your team. To make sure like you are who you say you are. If you're not sure who you are, you gotta firm that up before you start stepping in these spaces, because like it is like evils around you. And like the reason why we say like there are some people who fell into the traps is, and that's in every industry, that's in country music, you know what I'm saying? Like any of y'all ever seen like Walk the Line?
No.
So this movie about this dude Johnny Cash, who was like one of the biggest country stars ever, went to the White House, all that shit, right? So Johnny was like in the movie, right, the biopic that like won an Oscar and shit, right? Like he met this woman and she saved him, and like she was so amazing that like she saved his life because he was a drug addict doing pills with Elvis, and like, you know what I'm saying? He was torn with these niggas and shit. No, I seen the documentary. They said that nigga was a drug addict to the end, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that's not the story that sells. Like, that this nigga was a drug addict his whole life based on a pill addiction he started in his 20s. Like, they know who they going for, and it weakens you. It makes you more susceptible to a bad deal, at minimum. Yeah. Right? Like, if they know that you the type of motherfucker that like to party a little bit, like to drink a little bit, maybe like a pill here and there, like, they see that in you. It's just feeding all your problems. I really feel like that's why people who know who they truly are, not just as an artist, but as a human being. Like, I know the kind of woman that I am, right? I know the kind of man that I am. I know the kind of person that I am. That's reflected in the music that I create. That's reflected in the art that I'm putting out to the world. And then also, like, I believe in myself, so I ain't coming weak behind my own shit. So, like, we need to get the right engineers on it. We need to get the right studio on it to perfect this shit, mix it, master it, and put it out. And whatever it do, once I put it into the world, like, that's in God's hands. But a couple of these might go crazy. So that's like, you have no idea what's coming. I think that's where preparation and all of that, where your team comes in. I think that's where that's valuable. Because if you do have a joint that go crazy, you ready?
Ooh, that's a tough question.
That's what nature be asking me when I be getting frustrated.
Are you ready? I feel like that's so important. Honestly, I feel like that created so many problems for Bryson Tiller. Don't came out and it went nuts. And that was like the last song that he recorded. He was about to give up. And so it all hit very fast. And when it was time to like go on tour, he was very unprepared. He had never done a 45-minute show before. Yeah. He didn't know what that looked like.
Same thing with Summer Walker, bro. She had to
learn how to be a performer.
Just in front of our eyes. It was crazy.
You don't know what's going to hit.
Yeah.
And these are not like instances of like bullshit commercial music. Like, nah, these are people like making music that like we relate to, that we fuck with, that we playing in our car.
But it seemed like when Doechie's time came, she was ready.
Yeah.
Like, to see her perform and see her rap, it's like, oh, you supposed to be here.
Yeah.
100%.
Seen her perform.
And I feel like people hate that and try to turn it into industry plant shit.
She prepared herself.
Just because she prepared?
But also,
shut up.
You gotta realize what part of the team she on. TDE not gonna let her come out ashy like that.
Yeah, you right.
All them artists, from whether they big or not, Ab Soul to J Rock to Kendrick Lamar, SZA, they really believe in letting their artists sit through artist development. You're not gonna come out here look ashy. You not.
It's important.
Punch and whatever his name is not gonna let you.
I really believe in that. I feel like you can X yourself out of a lot of shit just not being presentable. Like, you need to care. Just a little bit. I'm not saying that it has to like overtake you or your decisions, but I'm not gonna lie, I believe in putting that shit on, man. Like, I don't think like you walking out here looking crazy. Like, I'm not with it. Like,
even that
care about like, if you have a uniform, like going into these shows, right? Something they can expect to see you in, right? Something that feels familiar, but it works for just you. That's part of your calling card. That's part of branding. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, caring about how you look on these shows, caring about how you taking care of yourself. Like, people are visual creatures, even if they're not assholes. Yeah. Right? Like, people pay attention, and that's the first thing you see. You better give these niggas a package they can fuck with. Like, I'm telling you.
Somebody mama said calling somebody's son Dusty. That baby was Dusty.
Don't come out here dusty. Don't go to your shows dusty. Don't go to other people's events dusty. You don't know who you're gonna be in these rooms. Yeah. You like, I'm gonna just pop out real quick. Man, please, like, wash your face first. Brush your teeth right quick. Like, stop fucking around. Like, seriously. Yeah. You need to care.
Back to what you were saying about the team, like the fact that you have to say that, like, you need a team for everything. No yes men, like, no. Here, put some chapstick on. No, that outfit.
Because some of the shit you could do yourself.
Some of the things you can do yourself. You can. Listen.
You can learn how to put that shit on. It's a bunch of pages. Like,
you should learn to do it yourself at first anyway. So that way you can, when the right people come, you know what you're looking for.
Yeah, you have a style.
Yeah. So, you know, you should know how to operate a camera. So when I get a cameraman, I know, look, I'm looking for. You should know how to engineer just a little bit. Produce. You know what I'm saying? You should know how to put it on a little
I
bit.
want
So
more low end. I want more high end with the camera. I want it in. I want you shooting 24, not 30. Stuff like that.
Yep.
You know how I feel about your outfits. I always be commenting on her outfits.
You know, fast she be.
I'm like, how the fuck she even put them colors together? I'm mad.
No, listen, I learned how to put them colors together. I was like, oh yeah, so like red and brown can go together for real, for real. I'm like, yeah. I was like, okay.
Oh, I did have a pair of pants that color. That's true.
They complement each other.
But,
orange and just green, and I'm like, bro,
no, orange and green go hard.
She's so fly.
Orange and green go together, so it's such a.
You really made my day. I just want to say that. Thank you. Like, I think it's important though. Like,
for real.
I'm styling a couple people for the whammies. Like, you know what's crazy though? People like are so transactional. I was like reaching out to artists and I just wanted to like style them for the whammies. Like, cause I just felt like I had seen them at a couple of things and I'm just like, there is like limitless potential in what you could like turn this into, right? So I was talking and he was just like, well, what's your rate? Like, what you charging for that? Well, what does that mean? Like, I'm just like, bro, you turning this transactional. And it's like, yo, I just want to like help you look your best for the whammies. It's gonna be a big night for you. And like, if you happen to be a handsome guy and also you throw some shit on, it naturally garners attention, right? An outfit can make you forget everything else about a person.
It does.
Sometimes you don't even remember what that face was, but you remember that fit you saw. You want to put yourself in the best position in these moments that you've already earned for yourself, right? You earn these things in your career. You've worked so hard to get to these spaces. And then you come in that joint looking dusty. Come on, bro. You're doing a disservice to yourself.
Yeah, J. Cole my favorite artist, and I hate when he be doing that. But I give him the pass because he is my favorite artist.
You know what I love that he did, though? When he did, he had a GQ cover, I think around the time of 2014 Coral Hills Drive, maybe, or maybe it was KOD. He let GQ dress him and got a haircut. It wasn't a suit, but it was like sweaters and like slacks and like varsity jackets. Like it was like tailored to him.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it was dope. Like he let them like, nah, I know where I'm at right now. Like we don't gotta come in here. Like, nah, you could give me a shape up on the locks. That's free form. Like you could put me in the sweater. You could put me in the slacks. I feel like knowing that power. Really, because I feel like people are so touchy about like you don't want advice on shit. You don't want to ask questions. Like, nah, let people help you. This fire, I'm doing a cover for GQ. There's a totally different audience that reads this magazine. Mm-hmm. There's a totally different audience that cares about these particular things. Yeah, you need to tap in everywhere because guess what? It's a whole lot of people that don't look like us at them J. Cole shows too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That audience about 50-50.
Yeah.
So therefore, like you need to be able to like collaborate in these other spaces. And that includes like if somebody, wants to style you, then like, yeah, I appreciate it. Let them do it and like move on. You ain't gotta take it as an insult.
A little bit like that's a moment of like where you said, have I arrived? Because I'm like, you want to style me? Yes. I'm here. I've arrived.
And like, I ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't saying that. I ain't saying that at all. I ain't saying that. I ain't nobody. But like,
coming in like, I want to style you. Like, that's
facts. Like, I ain't no, like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't Law Roach out here. Like, it ain't none of that. But I do have taste. I mean, I don't have to, like, you know what I mean? Like, we don't have to get into it. Like, I have taste. So, like, no, I probably could help you. That's it.
Have a couple of statement pieces. That's what La Roach told me.
Nah, facts. You need a couple staple pieces.
For me, hair-wise.
And also like this fit in proportion, right? Like your height determines like kind of how things should fall on you, the silhouette of things. Like you can try things and colors that don't make no sense. Like everybody's shit is different. I always like the way that Tank dress. It doesn't always make sense, like, but it always looks good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think Tank is a fly motherfucker. I think that's a part of like, kind of like elevating yourself in certain spaces is that people look at you and feel like, yeah, that motherfucker could dress. So like, if you are not quite that person, it's all right. If you a joggers and New Balance type nigga, like it's fine. It's nothing wrong with that. But you gotta figure out how to like maneuver in these spaces and also to use like what you naturally have going for you to your advantage or disadvantage. I honestly really like being short. It gives me a lot of flexibility in the pants. Like in terms of like what I wear, like what looks good on me. I feel like if I was like 5'9", some shit I like to wear, it wouldn't really look good on me because of the height.
Right. Yeah.
So like you gotta like love yourself and work with what you got. You know what I'm saying? Like as long as you being yourself, it doesn't matter. But don't ever forget that that's your calling card before you get to open your mouth.
Yeah.
And so devaluing that part of things, like, that shouldn't matter. Like, some artists that work for, like, fucking Post Malone. He was a grungy looking nigga for a minute.
Yeah, if that's your image, then
if that's what you want,
like,
that's what you want.
I'm like,
but there's a way to do that too, Even these grungy images are curated. You know what I'm saying? Like, just enough grunge, right? Just enough of this, just enough of that. Like,
dirt underneath.
Yeah, like he got on this dirty looking outfit, but the whole shit, like, is Hermes. Like, you don't be knowing, like, niggas be faking grunge. Like, this shit dirty, but the whole shit Balenci too. Like, nah, this fresh off Paris Fashion Week. Like, come on, man. I see the shit y'all doing, like, this fucking fake. You know who does that to me the best? NFL players. I think NFL players, like, curated images are, like, the best in sports. The NFL niggas way flyer than the NBA niggas to me.
Oh, facts.
Like, without question, and has been for so long.
Jalen Hurts put that shit on all the time.
You tripping. That nigga's not fly.
What? She likes the way he dressed because, like, he in fraternity and he dressed like a grown ass man.
He's got a very conservative look,
but which
is cool.
But like,
he ain't fly.
He switches it up though, like, because sometimes he do like an uncle, and I'm like, you like an uncle, but then he be like, no, let me throw these chains on with these Jordans and this, and I'm like, all right, cool. I think he could dress, but I do feel like
he's found his lane.
Football players do dress a lot better.
Football players be dressing like shit.
Be getting clowned. How you feel about his fit?
I ain't gonna lie. I love Stephon for the most part. I think every now and then it's a couple things I wouldn't have went with. But I do think, like, his whole thing is, like, reinvention. Like, every outfit is reinvention. So you got people that got, like, a shtick in terms of, like, what they focusing on. I feel like conversely, where, like, Stephon is like, all this shit is supposed to be, like, kind of different. That's his intention. Like, he's planning all of these things. I think maybe, like, Devin Godshow, who plays for the Patriots and is a big dude. He's a lineman. So, like, he a big guy, but he the flyest big nigga in the NFL to me. Like, he understands fit, proportion, being big unique. The big niggas in the NFL be fly as shit. That's what I'm saying.
In general, be fly.
Big niggas do be fly. I like it. I like it. That's what I'm saying. You gotta appreciate your body. You gotta appreciate yourself for wherever you stand and work with that.
Ain't even that they gotta make up for. It's a whole lot of them, so you seeing it, so it gotta look right.
But I feel like some of them niggas, you can tell the niggas that got stylists versus the niggas that got style.
You think Fab had one?
I think Fab has done some things to push culture forward in fashion, but no, I do not think that Fab is a fly nigga.
What? No,
I'm sorry.
Nothing stands out to me when I see Fab.
I think he's done some things that, like, caught on, was, like, trendy. Like, he helped change the face of, like, hip hop in some ways, and I never take, credit away from him for that. But as far as, like, where it stands now, like, nah, I feel like he dressed like my dad.
So where do you put, like, the clips?
Too matchy, you know what I'm saying?
Pharrell is fly, bro. Don't do that.
I think Pharrell has like a more timeless understanding of,
it's
like,
futuristic.
I wouldn't even say it's futuristic. I actually think it's I think it's the opposite. I think Pharrell is like, this what I like to wear, this what I like to do, and he, like, has found 100 different ways to do exactly what he likes to do in fashion. He likes a certain silhouette. So he just kind of mimics that silhouette in a lot of different ways. Jackets fit kind of similar. Yeah. The crew necks fit kind of similar. Jeans, adjustment. But I think, like, the whole point of it is, like, figuring out who you are and then just making sure that your style identifies with that, and then also evolves in ways that you feel comfortable with. Right? Because, like, I'm gonna wear what I want regardless. But also, like, I have a job, and so I have like a pretty deep bag as far as being able to, like, also throw on a suit or, like, throw on a dress if, like, I want to. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I think, like, that's a misconception. No, I'm not wearing no ball gowns on this fucking show. Like, what are y'all dumb? Like, what do you think this is? Like, I'm not coming in here on a Saturday. Let me tell y'all something. We filmed this shit on a Saturday night. I'm not coming in this joint in a suit. Like, that looks crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, we coming here on a Saturday night. I dress for the occasion, right? I want you to feel comfortable no matter what you decided to wear in here. It's people who do not put that shit on. Don put that shit on today, by the way. I just want to make sure. It's hard to see it up close, but
he about this. That's why
he got that shit on. Like, I respect Don. He put that shit on. I love a good Coogee to this day. You know what I'm saying? Like, Coogee down to the socks. I'm with it. I'm with it. I love a good Coogee. But I think, like, if you haven't found your bag as far as like fashion or whatever, or you just don't care about that shit, right? You should feel comfortable coming in.
Yeah.
Cause I'm gonna wear whatever the fuck I want. I wear sweatpants in this junk, shorts in the summertime, whatever. My favorite Mace quote ever, whatever. Wear what you wear. But me, yeah, I'm conscientious.
Man,
Let's just put it that way.
It starts with the hair for me. Like hair always starts and then it follows down whatever. So just
it determines.
Like I always tell people, I was like, bro, I may look raggedy, but my hair done.
Yeah.
Never say my hair done. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can wear a t-shirt, but my hair is done. Them braids are tight. Them twists are tight.
And a white tee and some good jeans get you a long way. People forget, like if you can't get fly in Zara, you're not gonna do that much better in Louis. Like you need, like you know what I'm saying. I knew the real niggas would appreciate. You know, listen, I know which I speak. Real niggas appreciate Zara. You understand what I'm saying? Like if you can't get fly in there, Gucci not gonna save you, my nigga.
Yeah.
Style is intrinsic. It's internal. It is about who you are and expressing that. You've seen people, it's like you would never wear this shit. You like don't like that shit for you, but on that person, that shit look dope.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
They got style. So I feel like it's important to like know yourself first, know the purpose that you have for yourself, or start figuring that out, and then just like create a calling card that comes in the form of your clothes.
Precisely.
Because you can thrift. Like thrifting always been the thing. You can thrift, and I guess what? I remember when thrifting was cheap. Like that shit, they charge you like motherfucking consignment shop prices for shit now.
$40 for a tee for what?
Man, what? Like they didn't turn the vintage tees into like a whole separate side business. Like this shit used to be $7. Now you charging me $78 for this fucking vintage t-shirt with Whitney Houston on it. What are you doing?
Yeah, they was about to charge me like a good $150 for a Magic Johnson joint.
I hate it. I hate the era that we in.
And I said, yo, that joint. You know what? That joint fly. That's like, I was in New York. That joint fly. He's like, yo, you like it? So yeah,
I'm about to start making my own shit.
I said, yeah, nah. Let me go hit this Billionaire Boys Club on this rack right here for like $35.
I'm about to start making my own shit. I'm gonna tell you this. I'll be going down the rabbit hole on TikTok sometimes. All right, I admit it. And there was a nigga said if you print out a picture, color it whatever you want, cover it in saran wrap, put it on parchment paper, and iron the shit on, you can make it. I'm about to experiment tomorrow. When I'm watching football, I'm about to see if that shit works. And I'm about to start making my own t-shirts. I'm not fucking with y'all no more. Like, I'm not going to keep paying $105 for these vintage t-shirts that you used to be able to find at the Goodwill for motherfucking $17. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could get 5 of these for $17.
Right.
Now you're charging $40, $50, $60, $70, $100 for these same vintage. Y'all tripping. Get out my face.
Fashion era.
And I get it.
But thrifting is the shit.
But I think we in the era now too where you could real life wear what you want.
You really can.
So like you don't like that's what I'm saying. Like you could spend a fortune on clothes if you want to. I'm gonna be real, like I'm a big fan of pieces. Like I ain't spending like crazy on like every single fit. I just believe in good pieces. I have things that I like, and also like you gotta work within your budget. My budget don't look like somebody else's. So something that's like cheap for somebody else is expensive as shit for me. And something that like is like cheap for me is expensive for somebody else. You focus on where you at. So that's it. Like
that's a fact.
You focus on where you at and you build based on where you at. If your money ain't crazy like that, shit, you better take your ass to H&M. Like if you got it, you got it. I ain't got a good couple pair of jeans about an H&M, baby. Like if you got your pulse on the finger of that shit, you can do it wherever. You do not have to go out here trying to be like these other people spending a fortune on none of this shit. Like that's what I'm saying. Get your own mind together, buy your own shit. Keep it in your budget, build your team across who editing that's still figuring out what they doing, right? Who like just started like becoming a cameraman or like they advanced, but they don't got no clients. Like maybe they not good with talking to people. Maybe they not good with networking. Maybe they don't know how to put themselves out there. Okay, well, you got a mouthpiece. You the leader. So like now you helping each other. You take them out, you introduce them to people, right? That's the benefit of it. Like I ain't really comfortable doing that. All right, bet. I got you. Mm-hmm. And for that, you follow me on my day-to-day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then people grow and it's like, all right, cool. My man is evolving. So now I got somebody who can handle like the top shelf shit, like finding somebody to kind of like do your day-to-day work, right? You in the process of that now, right? You got to identify somebody or you just get the little the little like tripod that like move with your body and shit.
Mhm.
Now they got the joint that like follow you.
Yeah.
No thanks.
You know what I'm saying? Like this should be on TikTok for $30.
Yeah.
Part of somebody's team actually.
There's no
it's
excuse.
Funny. It's funny now. I'm part of somebody's team. I became a music director like last year.
Oh, that's crazy.
So like my friend challenged me. This was already good. It's always good to have friends to be like challenge you to put you out your comfort zone. She was like, "Yo, like, what you doing? Oh, nothing. You want to play art all night with me? You want to play keys?" I was like, I couldn't say no.
Hell yeah.
And I was like, yo, I said, yeah, you like the first person I'll play for, because it was a challenge. And now I'm a music director for 3 artists, but I don't mind serving.
That's so fire.
All right.
But that's what I'm saying.
I don't mind serving, because it's like, for me, at the end of the day, I know I'm gonna learn and I'm gonna take it back and use it for my own stuff.
But you know what? I really feel that energy from you.
Mm.
Like a person who like believes in like service to other people.
Yeah.
There's like such a like kindness that comes off you. I just want to make sure I told you that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
everybody's
like real
I'm
talk.
like, damn, bro, you so reliable. Like, and I realized I'm like, it's nothing wrong being
Say that word again.
reliable.
Say it one more time.
Reliable.
You niggas need to learn.
It's nothing wrong with being reliable, because it's like I don't mind flexing like different areas that I'm good at, that I'm working on. Like I don't mind going in like writing the verse and being a songwriter. I don't mind being a vocal producer and helping you out, because no, I know at the end of the day I'm taking all of the things that I'm learning and I'm putting it towards myself to make me a better artist. But I love it. It's dope to be in control sometimes, like leadership until like I will change that chord to this, or like let's do this set here. So like I became a creative director and a music director. So it's like I really be on my Tiana Taylor for real. Like that's like inspiration for me, because she does everything. She's like, she believes in using more than one gift.
Mm-hmm.
You become more versatile and being in different areas. So
You gotta be a multi-hyphenate.
yeah,
Honestly, I was so like happy that like that's how Don introduced himself, with like the multi-hyphenates, because I think it's important. Like you need to be into a lot of different things, good at a lot of different things, like branching off always.
Right.
Multiple streams of income.
I feel like, because I want to be tapped into different communities. As much as I love music, I don't want to just be like in the music community. I want to tap into the car community. I want to tap into the fashion community, the film community. Like it's so many other hobbies that I like. I don't gotta just be an artist 24/7. Like, and then all them communities listen to music too. So
yeah.
And all of those communities are building like their own goals, their own dreams. And you don't know like where you just like connecting with these people pays off like 10 years down the road, right? Like I look at like the cast of Stranger Things, right? Anybody watch that? It's just me.
Well, no. I'm catching up. I'm on season 1.
I ain't gonna say nothing crazy, but I was watching the behind the scenes joint, and it was just talking about like how many setups that they had for it, right? So over the course of what was, I think, 5 or 6 episodes, 6,200 different setups, right? Like 3,000 cast members, like a huge network of people, from sculptors and welders and executive assistants and like stylists and barbers, and like, because they had fucked Lucas' head up this shit. I'm not gonna lie. They fucked this shit up. I'm not gonna lie. That shit, it was ridiculous. Like,
As the little boy, they could have gave him a better haircut.
it was crazy, because especially considering at the last joint, they finally gave my man the Dougie Fresh. He was looking right, finally. And then they brought him back, and it was just like, wow, like this feels racist almost. It felt racist. That haircut felt racist. I'm gonna say it first off. That haircut felt racist. I felt it in my spirit.
Even for that high top fade, I thought previous, I was like, they could have like faded it up a little bit on the side or something.
He had a better haircut the season before. How is that possible? How it get worse? And listen, I love the Duffer Brothers, but listen, like your barber, like you need to check his search history. Like that was crazy. Like, but at the end of the day, like this huge team of people, it's like how many of these people was like putting each other on?
True.
Like, listen, like I know you needed, like you guys are looking for a sculptor, like while you're still casting, because mind you, they casted like they like I think audition like 1,000 kids. That's literally what they said on there. 1,000 kids fit into them like 7 or 8 roles.
That's crazy.
They do though. They do.
So like how much of this is like, okay, I know you guys are like still figuring out what you want to do with the sets. Like you got a sculptor? Because like I know a really good guy like out in LA, like he's fantastic. Like this is how like you have no idea like where your multi-hyphenates are gonna come in for something else.
Mm-hmm.
So you put them all out there, it's spaghetti at a wall, like you see what sticks. But once you find the things that you're really great at, you just prioritize those. And you keep learning and growing in the areas that you need to be who you need to be.
I feel like a lot of people think you have to be with like the top person and you got to get with the top person right away. And like you said, you got to get with somebody that's just willing to work, willing to show up.
That same passion as you.
You got to get with somebody who is
right next to you
and reliable.
And reliable.
That's the word.
Right next to you. Because that's what we did.
I'm telling you.
We created our own network. Like, you view, like, everybody's trying to get on. So it's better to network and get on with each other than try to go up there. They don't really give a fuck about us at the top.
I'm telling you.
They don't.
Yeah.
They don't. So, like, we got bands. I'm singing background for her. She's singing background for me. We doing this, that, and the fourth. We creating a network. It's easier that way. And we saving money.
I'm telling you. You save yourself a fortune. Also, like, you connect and network with these people. Some of these people end up like genuinely becoming your friends. People you have love and respect for. People you interact with well outside of like the things that you're trying to build creatively.
This is my little brother now.
You need a support system. That's the other side of it, right? When you talk about building a team, you need a support system. Not just people who are resources, but people who like, if you having a day and you need somebody to talk to, you can count on some of these people for that too. Even if it's just one of them, right? It's not just about using people for resources. While that is a part of working across, it's also about like knowing like these people care about you. You know what I'm saying? And so like having that around you too, and then also being able to like get feedback from those people, all of these things are valuable and important. And then this is how you build your network. This is how you build your team. And this is also how you figure out who's gonna be there when shit going left.
Correct.
Yeah.
Because you don't want nobody around you that's only around because you buzzing right now. This producer saw, you managed to get like 10,000 views on IG real quick for this, which is like kind of dying. I feel like we're going to talk about that in a second too. But like you happen to have this producer that reaches out to you because this one video went crazy. And then the next video you do doesn't go crazy. And now is this,
stop replying.
Yeah. Now this nigga ain't answering them DMs no more. You don't want that shit around you.
Right.
You got to learn all of these things. And I feel like there's so many spaces like that people don't teach you, like, because Judah talked about it once before, right? First generation.
Shout out to Judah.
Love Judah. Like, shout out and Judah's family, like for real. And so that was one of the big things that I feel like I always kept from him is like, we are first generation. We did not have anyone specifically from this area to kind of show us how to do the whole process. There have been success stories throughout like the history of music and rap specifically here, but like ain't no documentaries on us. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's like, you need to like talk to these people and start asking questions and figuring out one, like, is this really what I want to do? Because there's a lot of work in it. And also like, okay, now that I'm sure, how do I do it? Like, who should I be talking to? How do I network with other people? So a lot of it is just like showing up for other people. You show up for other people and other people will get into the habit of showing up for you because they see you at everything. Yeah. They know, like, nah, I fuck with Slim. Like, if they can create an opportunity for you and they do, that's how you know somebody like fuck with you, and that's how you know you could keep building over there. Right? If they only there, if an opportunity exists, then you know that might not be the best way to go. You're learning, you're growing at every stage of your life, at every stage of your career. You know what I'm saying? It's important to just like, I think, see the flags early, to plan as early as possible. To be able to fail early and fail fast if those plans don't go the way that you thought they would. You know what I mean? And to never take for granted, like, you know what I'm saying, that like, you don't never let a loss get to your heart. Like, it's some shit that's going to happen. There's some no's that's going to happen. Keep going.
In fact, I think a lot of the industry is like, when you get higher up in the industry, a lot of it is like, all right, it feels transactional if you're not buzzing. Like, I heard stories like that. A lot of these people in Hollywood, like, they're not reaching out to you if your shit not going viral every time you do it. But as soon as you do go viral, that's when they DMing you, hitting you up. So like you said, you got to know going into it, like, a lot of this shit be fictional.
Facts.
These people only hit you up when you're doing good. So like, I feel like when you doing shit with your team and you start coming up, that's when the people you think you need to get with to get put on, like, then people start coming to you once they see you doing shit with your team. But at that point, you like, nigga, we already got
exactly
shit. Like, we already got our own motion. Like,
Exactly. And at that point, you already know that if those people come to you, that they ain't really got no motion like that. Like they riding other people's. And so if you always chasing hit makers and that's the only people you connected with, you look like you part of being a hit maker. You not. You just riding other people's shit.
On Shumpert.
Hey, Red, chill out.
I wasn't gonna say nothing, but we team TT over here, bro.
Oh my
I ain't gonna say nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's another show, Chad. That's another show, Chad. You know what I'm saying? We don't got time today. We don't got time today.
He won the final. LeBron won the final.
Facts. Facts. Wild stray, but
it made sense though.
it's a lot of ring bearers, you know what I'm saying, that like if they hadn't played, would they have still won that shit? Yes. I ain't gonna say another name. I ain't gonna say no more. I mean, I ain't getting into it.
You said you wanted to talk about how the 10K on Instagram you feel like is dying out. Like,
I feel like Instagram as a whole is like, I see like a shift happening.
Sucks.
Yeah, I just feel like it's not what it used to be. Like, and I remember Ty Rellington. Shout out to Ty Rellington, one of the best producers in the area.
for sure.
He said that like recently, like nah, like Instagram is dying. Like if you ain't got your shit together on TikTok, like it's a problem now.
Yeah.
And he like posted that as his like first like real like interaction on TikTok. I think that there's something to be said because I think the issue on Instagram is like it's all about money at this point. And so if you are smaller, independent, like they're intentionally making it difficult for you to be able to like get what you need, right? Case in point, you buy ads on Instagram, right? Now, if you buy followers, right, to make you look, you know, like whatever, right? You could get flagged on there. They'll close your account, say that you violated community, like, you know, guidelines, right?
Crazy.
Conversely, if you buy ads on Instagram, most of the attention that you're getting in terms of like those heightened views are coming from bots anyway. Most of the accounts that are following you are fake. Most of the people looking at those videos are from fake accounts. So you get in trouble for not following community guidelines on there, but at the same time, they cheating to make it look like they can help you. Right? You pay $75 to run an ad, like, you know, for 2 days or so. Like, yeah, all of that shit that's coming that way, all of that traffic is bots. So it's like there's no way to really grow from a smaller independent standpoint. And people have realized that you can grow on TikTok. You just gotta like catch the wave. It's not an algorithm thing. I think it's really just like falling in at the right place at the right time.
Definitely an algorithm thing.
I really like.
Shit feel trendy as hell.
I'm not gonna lie. The only reason why I feel this way is because like as like experimentally, like I've purchased ads for the show. Right. So I've purchased them on Instagram. I've purchased them on TikTok. The ones on TikTok, like they did turn into like genuine like likes from real accounts. Like, yeah, I've like just to like so I could do the research. Right. We don't do nothing but keep it a buck up here. So like you got to be able to like they say that these things can help you. Like, let's see what it can do. Right. And yeah, you get a lot of views irrelevant. Right. Because the right thing hit, we could do that on our own. We've done that on our own. I think the highest views that we got was like the show with like Bree Mafia and Teach Smoove Don. Yeah. So like we know we can do it on our own, right? We just got to tap in where necessary. But like in doing the research, all of the shit that I got, like that I bought on Instagram, that shit was all bots. All the followers was bots. Like all of the likes was pretty much bots. Like you don't get no comments on that shit. Like, and you can tell that it's not genuine because in genuine interactions, especially now, people comment like shit, whether it's negative or positive.
Yeah.
It might be 10,000 shitty comments. It might be 10,000 comments of people like fucking you up, roasting your ass. But that's how I think you can tell for me.
Right.
Conversely, on TikTok, it seemed like it was harder to get the numbers because the interactions were real, right? So it's easier to get 20,000 views on Instagram than it is to get it on TikTok because of the fact that like what you're purchasing on TikTok has a more genuine,
I'm gonna try
that. Outlook.
Like, damn, I gotta post 3 times a day every day.
Yeah, it is very overwhelming. We in the trenches with you. You know what I'm saying? We building a project like y'all building careers.
Yeah.
And then you got it. They say post between the time of 5 p.m. to 10.
I ain't gonna lie, we going crazy on the shorts on TikTok. Like, I mean, on
I'm about to say
YouTube.
YouTube.
We going crazy on the shorts on YouTube. No effort. Like, we throw something out there, like it get 1,000 views. Like, it's consistent too. Like, it's much more consistent. I would say like every other video. So if we did the math on it, I would say like probably a little over 50% of the videos that we've posted on YouTube have gotten at least 1,000 views.
Is it like the shorts do better than the actual video?
Yeah, because like YouTube's goal is to really get in line with Instagram, with TikTok. Short form content is like king right now.
Yeah.
So like they want to make sure that they're focusing on short form content. You know who taught me that? L.
Yeah, I think.
Shout out to Elway Southeast in the building. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the boy. But that's who taught me that. Like he told me like, cuz you need to focus on like posting shorts on YouTube because like they're focusing short form content because they want to be like, you know, Instagram and TikTok. Like that's where everybody at. Man, they gotta get into it. They gotta get in the game somehow.
And attention span is short these days.
Exactly.
When they get
and the same is true on YouTube, right? Because more people look at YouTube more often. You got YouTube TV now, right? For some people, it's like that's replacing cable and all the other streaming apps. Mm-hmm. So it's like this is where a lot of people are starting to move as far as like general traffic with like cable as a commodity.
Right.
So like, yeah, like we started, yeah, you got posted short form joints on YouTube. I think it helps. Like, and honestly, for us, it's by far the most consistent. To me, like the numbers on TikTok is worse. That's on me. I'll be posting like 3 times a day for the most part, but like Chaz know, like, nah, I got like a real life to live. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and we got other goals now too. So it's like we gotta figure out what's working. YouTube is working. So like we want to make sure like it's gonna be a shit ton of shorts. Like, as a matter of fact, this is a perfect time to plug it. Like, it's gonna be a shit ton of your shorts on YouTube. Mm-hmm. So just like use those on your page and post them. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? Like, it's important to know like what's working for your brand in order to be able to build over there too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? On that note, Chaz, flip the script.
Damn. Thank y'all. All right. Oh man. Damn, where do I start? Okay. All right, because we was talking about control, right?
Mm-hmm.
Flip the script. Ask you a question. It's either pick one and then when you pick an answer, just give a little brief detail. Basically, we want to understand why. All right, but would you rather own 100% of your career but stay independent and struggle, or sign away control for access, money, and speed?
Dijon, we're gonna start with you.
Access, money, and speed.
I'll go with the first one. To own 100%, and like you said, the word control it sounds so strong to me, and it just pushed me in the other direction. So it's like we were speaking, we're artists, and we like to put out a certain thing and what we like to represent. And and I've had teams before, and times we would bump heads, and it's like we're not even major or anything, and it's like control. And like, let me be free. I'm an artist. We ain't even making no noise yet, you know. So I can just imagine on a bigger scale. I'm not going to speak that struggling part over myself. So I'm
amen. Amen, sis. Amen.
But yes, remain independent and grow and elevate and continue. You know, so that's my choice with that.
Okay.
The second option you said for access, money, and what?
Speed. Like the timing.
Doing it
instead
faster.
of the slow grind, microwave.
But we don't own it. They own it at that like 100% of it. Yeah, I would go with the independent route. Yeah, because I like you get to control your own shit, and a lot of these artists be struggling even when they sign to these.
Man, what?
These niggas be broke.
These niggas be broke. These niggas be broke.
But they got that machine behind them on Instagram to make it look like they got more. These niggas be broke, and then they do these Instagram or TikTok lives where they reviewing music like they doing you a favor. No, they just need money to skip that line. They pockets is running low. Yeah. You independent, you gonna struggle. You gonna struggle regardless. So I'd rather struggle with my own bread than to be owing in the hole.
Right.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And they charging interest on that money too.
Yeah. I'm going with the first one too, because it's better that way. It's honest. Like if you, I don't know, honest integrity and work like that. And this is going to take a while, but like I'd rather get it honest to be like, have somebody puppeteer me and be like, this ain't honest. The motherfuckers know when shit is not honest. You know, it's like they like, yeah, nah, she ain't really feeling this shit for real.
Nah, I feel like when you listen to your favorite artists, like you can hear the albums where they mailed it in. Like really think about that, right? Your favorite artist all time. What's one album of theirs that you feel like it was alright?
Man, listen, Beyonce could have kept I Am Sasha Fierce. In my honest opinion, she could have kept self-titled Beyonce too.
You tripping? Whoa! No. Disagree with you there, but I'm with you on Sasha Fierce. She could have kept that one. She could have put the ring on it on another album.
She could have left that one alone. Kehlani, Blue Water Road. She could have kept that one in the vault. Because it was good until it wasn't during the pandemic. That album cranked to this day.
Yeah, Kehlani, I still listen to that.
That album cranked. But yeah, nah, she could have kept Sasha Fierce.
Yeah.
She said, hold up now.
So I think, I take that back now because I do that album.
Is the lens I see you through just way too focused? I love that album. Yeah. That was a good ass album. Yeah, like Kehlani did that shit.
Didn't Jay-Z, I don't know if it was Jay-Z who said this, but he was like, isn't it better to sell your stuff if you own 100% of like nothing, or like if your music isn't like worth I know you know what I'm talking about.
No, I know what you're talking about. He was like, why? He said, you owning your masters for what that you're not really owning really nothing for real.
Yeah, because 100% of nothing is nothing.
Yeah, because he went the route of like they own this shit, but then over time it's like equity, and he brought that shit back.
Mm-hmm.
So I could see what he's saying.
So what is he saying? If your shit's like not worth anything right now, what's the point of owning it?
Yeah.
If your shit ain't flying off the head, what's the point of owning it?
Yeah, sometimes like you can use a machine. Yeah, like, but this is why it's important to like know your shit, right? Like you signing these agreements, you need somebody in there with you. So you sign something that says like, I'll give you 2 albums. Within 2 to 3 albums, you should have like the push of the machine to be able to like launch your own shit and do so like on your own dime and on your own name. Right. So if I sign a deal, like, okay, you can give me an advance. We're going to talk about what the recoupable assets mean, what I got to actually give you back from this album. Mm-hmm. If I can record myself, then most of the recording that I'm doing myself. And also, since you're paying for recording costs, that means you're paying me. So as far as I'm concerned, if like you charging me recording fees and I record myself, then that's recoupable as far as like my royalties are concerned, and all of that type of shit. Okay. So if you know what you got going on, you could sign like a 2-album deal, and then like get like maybe 50% of your masters within that 2 years, get full ownership of your masters within 5, but have allowed the machine to build you up to a point where now you can do this shit independently and still make noise. But it'd be a lot of people who like, listen, like we're gonna keep it a buck for a second, man, and then we're gonna start getting up out of this. We're gonna start getting up out of here. Right? We're gonna let Chaz cover the rest of his questions and get up out of here. Everybody's not gonna make it. We need to just say it now. Okay? Everybody's not gonna make it. There are a lot of artists who like are extremely talented, but they lazy. That's why they're not going to make it. There are a lot of artists who are extremely motivated, dedicated, hardworking, but they don't have all of the talent. I feel like the artists who have both and also like keep the faith, them going to be the ones. But you have no idea what that timeline look like.
Yeah.
So like, don't get out here wasting your time if you're not 100% sure.
Facts.
Damn. True. That was deep. Thank you, man. All right. Would you rather disappoint people that's close to you while chasing your purpose, or stay available to everyone and delay your mission?
Oh, I'm going through that right now. Mm-hmm. And I'm disappointing people because I like you said, I have like a serving soul, like a kindness, but it's like y'all going to a dinner, right? And all the food, you didn't make your plate, you serving everybody else. And then when everybody else ate, you ain't got no food left over. So
that's a good analogy.
You gotta disappoint people because sometimes at the end of the day, you and God are the only ones that understand.
Right.
So you gotta disappoint it. And I'm learning that now. It's like, y'all, nah, I can't be available to you right now. I love you. It ain't nothing. We ain't beef or anything. But right now, it's like I got something to chase. If we meant to cross paths again, we meant to cross paths again, but I gotta disappoint you.
Okay.
I'd rather disappoint as well. Just technically, my reason, the same thing Jade said.
Mm-hmm.
I need to be able to live with myself at the end of the day too, doing what I love versus just serving everybody else. So
Yeah. Likewise, I agree. I'd rather disappoint those because I've had that point where I was on the other end, and I've actually had to teach myself that it's okay to be selfish.
Right.
You know, it sounds crazy, but it's like it's okay to be selfish. Give to yourself and pour in. Because if I'm doing the flip side, at some point I'm going to be disappointing myself while I'm satisfying everybody.
For sure.
else.
Yeah.
Right.
For sure.
You really didn't want to do it in the first place.
Yeah.
Facts.
Tea.
And what did Nipsey say? Like, you rather be at peace with yourself and at war with the world, or at war with yourself and at peace with the world. You gotta make a choice somewhere in there. You know what I'm saying? And on that note, I think it's time for us to get up out of here, man.
Yep.
So I want my my amazing, wonderful guests to go around the room one more time. Make sure you give us your socials, any last words, and we're gonna get up out of here. Dijon, we're gonna start with you.
Thank y'all for having me. You Weren't There podcast. And again, my name is Dijon. I rap, I call it neo rap, hip hop. You know, my music is about awareness, uplifting, elevation, you know, loving yourself, and just trying to make people feel good, you know, and helping to break barriers within our community, Black women, Black people, and you don't even have to be Black, but when you're listening, everybody's a black tail sometimes. So,
and where can we find your music?
You can find my music. It's on all the streaming sites. It's on YouTube. I have several projects. I've been doing this for a minute, and I'm stepping back and onto the scene and stepping back into my niche. Like, so, but I have several projects out there. So whatever one you choose to go to, YouTube, Spotify, Tidal, I don't, what's the thing now? TikTok, everything. Show my age. And again, it's Dijon on all the social platforms. It's going to be Dijon 202. So DJON 202.
Amen.
you can find me on all platforms everywhere at Smoove Don. That's SMOOVEDONN, Smoove Don. Stop Being Emotional, the album out now. We got another album coming this year called Statement Pieces, and then the tour is coming after that. You can find all my music on all platforms: Apple, Spotify, YouTube, everywhere. Yeah.
So yeah, this is dope being on here. Y'all can find me on IG at ITSJADEJ_. Again, ITSJADEJ_. Oh, my whole project, This Might Be About You. I'm still promoting it because it'll be a year, but you can find it on all streaming platforms: Tidal, Amazon, Google, Apple Music, all that type of shit. Yeah.
I love it, Chaz.
Well, I appreciate y'all. Y'all got great spirits. That was cool. I would thank y'all for coming on. This is You Weren't There podcast. Like, share, subscribe, man. The 25th is coming up. Please come out. You know, we got a live event panel. It's free event. You know, come and kick it with us, and yeah, let's do it. So yeah, we out though. Mia.
Bird by the door, bird by the door, bird
Oh
by
yeah,
the door.
the bird by the door. Go get that. That's still pushing right now, and I'll deliver this year, God willing, on the bread on the table. We're gonna get that pop. Judah, I'm coming.
Amen, amen, amen. And as Chaz said, we do have the live show next Sunday, January the 25th at Dry DC, 381 Moore Street Northeast near Union Market. If you know DC, we got 4 amazing panelists. It's going to be an amazing event. Arthur Wheeler Spirits is helping to sponsor that. So come have a drink with us on us. We got Caricatures by Some State. So I confirmed that with him. So, you know, he's an amazing Black comic book artist. And I really feel like I'm gonna plug this in because I've told a couple of artists this at this point and nobody has used this idea, but I feel like the artist that uses this idea is really gonna go crazy.
Mm-hmm.
some state is like dope as far as like cartooning. I really feel like somebody needs to get a cartoonist on, like, to create like their own like live action like anime show or like cartoon, and like use their album as the score. Somebody need to get on top of that. Like, it's like digital creators all around you. Like, nah, like create with them and use your album as the score for that. Like, there's so much music that I like love from Kill Bill that has to do with like the sequencing of the movie itself, right? You fall in love with this music because of like the visual that goes behind it. You have no idea what you're tapping into by like just taking some visual magic, putting your music as the score. And also you can recreate something, right? Songs that like are across 2 or 3 different projects or 2 or 3 different mixtapes that you still feel like that have value. You integrate those in different places, right? So you like make a point to like continue to push and continue to use all this music that typically you might have stopped promoting by now. So I want somebody to tap in and do that, man. Like, I've been telling Nisha that for a minute, but I really feel like the person that taps in with that is going to go crazy, and he will be at the live event. So if you're an artist looking for something like that, make sure you tap in with him. We're gonna be out there. Doors open at 4 p.m. The social hour begins at 5, and that's when the panel is going to start. So make sure y'all come out. Make sure y'all show us love at You Weren't There Podcast. Follow us on TikTok and IG. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. That's the big thing. We need y'all to start subscribing. So we appreciate y'all. We love y'all, and we'll see y'all in about a week or so.